Hey everybody, it's Kim Hawk, and I'm known as YouTube's fairy godmother of real estate. And we are just so honored that so many of you, we have over 1,000 throughout the week that are checking out this program. And me and my dream team, we are super excited to provide this content for you. We would love to hear more from you in regard to what type of content you like to see. We are actually in our YouTube studio. It's called Near Disney. We are actually in the town that Disney built. It's called Celebration, Florida. And what we've done today, and before I go any further, I just wanted to say it's a big milestone day for us. Today marks 1 year that we've been doing this program. And I just couldn't thank Dee and Daniela Bellavati more. They are just incredible partners in this, and also my husband Rod Hawk, and of course you guys get to meet my dream team. But I know Rod, I think, had mentioned the number of videos that we've done over the course of the past year, and I think I'm just looking right now, but I want to say yes. Here it is. Rod says that we have done 79 videos in 1 year, and we've had 13 live shows. And once again, because of you guys, that is the reason why we want to do this. We love connecting with you, love wanting to know what your interests are. Today's show, there's been a lot of anticipation in regards to today's show because we explored all the towns that are around that 25-mile radius around Cinderella's castle, and we looked to see which ones were the most popular, the ones that we were getting the most requests on, people inquiring about properties. And we decided to do 4 of them this week. We'll do another 4 probably in a couple of weeks from now because we want to start talking about new construction soon. But the 4, which I absolutely love, some people already were commenting, and those people would be Rob Stewart. Thank you for watching. He said they absolutely love Windermere. And guess what? Windermere, Florida is one of the top 4 towns near Disney, Windermere, Florida. And then I love seeing lovely Kathleen O'Leary from Celebration saying she loves living in Celebration, Florida. So we already had 2 people that nailed it and knew of the 2 of the 4 of the top videos. So I'm getting ready to show you a video to show you the 4 top ones, introducing you once again to my dream team. And then afterwards, I think this is very helpful. We're getting a lot of comments of people saying the content is very helpful when my dream team comes on and they show you different properties, what they're priced at, and actually this week there'll be one, obviously, in each of the 4 areas that we're talking about. And so, but they're also going to tell you how many actives are on the market as of today, September 2nd, how many pendings, how many have closed. So you'll get an idea, is it a buyer's market, a seller's market? And plus, you know what? Hey, it's just kind of fun to look at some houses and walk through some cool houses, and that's what we're going to do. And then at the very end of the show, what I do is I come back on, I look to see if anybody has any questions. I know a lot of you are possibly watching on Facebook because I'm seeing your comments on different Facebook posts. If you have the opportunity, please try to go to YouTube though and subscribe and like to Near Disney, because that's where you're going to be notified when we have new videos and when we have contests, and we actually have some really cool prizes and stuff that we give away on the YouTube channel, and we don't want you to miss out on that. Okay, so I will answer your questions at the end, but once again, thank you again, 1 year anniversary. Thank you to the Bellavatis, to Rod, to the dream team, to YouTube, everybody that has helped encourage us to do this show. It's been a labor of love, and actually it's been a lot of fun, and I can't wait for you to see the top 4 towns near Disney.
What do we really know about Orlando? Come along with us and discover some of the hidden treasures of one of the world's most favorite towns. Thought about, is Walt Disney World in Orlando?
Well, guess what? It really isn't. It's close to Orlando, but then again, have you thought about, is Windermere Orlando? All these confusing questions. Well, today, my dream team, they're going to give you all the answers. We're going to pick 4 of our favorite communities around Cinderella's castle. I can't wait for them to show you around.
Hey, it's Elijah with Florida in Motion Realty, and Kim Honk, YouTube's fairy godmother of real estate, calls me the Prince on her realtor dream team. But don't get it twisted. We're a much better dynamic duo than Prince Charming and fairy godmother from Shrek 2. We're the good guys, working to bring you the best of what's available on the housing market and within a 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle. Speaking of, quick trivia. Did you know that Celebration, Florida was actually built by Disney and that Walt Disney himself was the original visionary for the town? I live here and can't wait to introduce you.
Welcome to Celebration, Florida. This is the town that Walt Disney World built. Back in 1996, the first residents moved here, and what you're going to see here shortly are restaurants, retail, there's a post office, and there's great design here from architects. So as we take you on this journey, you're going to learn a lot of great tidbits about this great town of Celebration, Florida. And in the town center of Celebration, Florida, there's a lovely lake. This is where people will be able to enjoy an ice cream cone as they sit on a rocking chair. Look at the beautiful views. And you know, not too far from here, you could see your children playing in the popping fountain, which is absolutely beautiful during the summer months to cool you off. The views here are just spectacular. It looks like a painting. So Celebration, Florida was intended initially to be Epcot Center.
The most exciting, the most important part of our Florida project, in fact, the heart of everything we'll be doing in Disney World, will be our experimental prototype city of tomorrow. We call it Epcot, spelled E-P-C-O-T, Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow.
Epcot's Greenbelt is more than just a broad expanse of beautiful lawns and walks and trees. Here, too, are the community's varied recreational facilities. It's playgrounds for children, it's churches, and it's schools.
Well, that never happened before Walt Disney passed away. So there's this genius man by the name of Michael Eisner who was in charge of Disney, and he said, what are the things that Walt wanted to happen that didn't occur? And one of the ideas was the Epcot portion of people being able to live and be and have their jobs at Epcot. Well, instead of it being at Epcot, it's here at Celebration, Florida. And you'll see behind me, he was very specific about his architects. So he picked someone by the name of Robert Stern to design downtown Celebration. What a marvel that we have. He picked 5 amazing architects. But just realize, this town was actually envisioned by Walt Disney himself. And before the first people moved into Celebration in 1996, they had a lottery. There were over 5,000 people that showed up for the first 350 homes. Can you imagine 5,000 people trying to get into this amazing town? But with Disney, the magic always happens, and it's in big demand. Very much like you see in the Magic Kingdom, there's something called forced perspective. If you walk down the main street in the Magic Kingdom, you'll see that the first floor of the building is taller than the second floor. The second floor is taller than the third floor. And what happens is that your eye plays a trick on you. You believe that the buildings are taller than they are. Well, right here in Celebration, Florida, that's what's happening with the downtown lake. The engineers decided to expand the lake to the left and to the right, and so you just feel like it's much larger than it is. Pretty brilliant, huh?
Hi everyone, I'm Virginia Carlson, or Cinderelli as Kim likes to call me, on her Realtor Dream Team. I want to introduce you to Winter Garden and the Horizon West area of Orlando. This charming and stylish area of Central Florida has several new family subdivisions and has been growing in popularity over the years to make it one of the hottest in real estate and most beloved places to call home.
We are in Winter Garden today. As we were driving through town, we saw stuff that you don't normally see around Central Florida. One being, we've seen a lot of golf carts. There's wonderful shops, a lot of good stuff in regard to bike pass that you can come out here and even rent a bicycle. And we can't wait to tell you more about this alive and vibrant city in Central Florida.
Parking garage fills very, very quickly. So we just drive around, pick people up, bring them to the market, and then we'll sit here and wait for a few minutes if anybody wants to go back to their cars, make it easier to buy produce. Nobody wants to carry a watermelon, a mile down the road. So we do that every Saturday. And then as an ambassador, because we work actually for the city, we walk around, help the vendors and the stores if they need any assistance, if they need to go to the restroom, and we can watch the store for them and just kind of give people guidance on the different things going on.
So how many of you know that when Winter Garden first started, it wasn't really made of brick buildings, but there was a big fire, and now you have these gorgeous, gorgeous brick buildings in order to protect that so that we can all come out and enjoy all the beauty of Winter Garden. Check out this beautiful Winter Garden water tower as well. We are here in front of the Winter Garden Community Theater, and did you know this theater was the first one in Central Florida that had talkies, and it was built in 1935. So check it out. We've got some footage for you. We are standing in front of the famous Edgewater Hotel. This hotel is from 1927, and it's got a lot of cool historic things that have occurred here. Errol Flynn stayed here. Humphrey Bogart stayed here. During World War II, a lot of the soldiers were housed here. And guess what? When they were building the Magic Kingdom, a lot of the workers stayed in this hotel right behind us. So make sure you check out this historic place, Edgewater, which is on Plant Street in Winter Garden, Florida. We are looking at a bunch of people that are parking their bikes right here in Winter Garden, because you know what? There's 34 miles on the West Orange Trail, and what better way to take a little bit of a break and maybe visit urban flats, have a coffee, even go to a French restaurant. This is where it's happening. You're not going to find a place like this just anywhere in Central Florida. The attic door, great couches, guitars, live music. This is my kind of place. I don't know about you, but look at all the fun furniture. You can look at the cool fabric. So make sure you get a chance. It even says relax, dream, enjoy, relax, dream, enjoy. Say that a couple of times and you're going to find a lot of joy right here in Winter Garden.
You ever want to live by the rich and famous? Don't worry, they don't all live in Hollywood. Many big-timers enjoy the luxury lifestyle of Windermere, Florida, city of the lakes. So come on, let's have a look.
Windermere has a small historic downtown area that features the historic town hall. Several boutique shops and restaurants are in the quiet downtown. Very few tourists travel through Windermere, and the residents like it that way.
Well, if you haven't discovered Windermere, Florida, you have completely skipped a gem that's within the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle. Celebrities have found it, high-end executives have found it, my goddaughter lives here, and my best friend. And I can tell you, there's a reason why. You have the most incredible pieces of property that are available with the winding roads and the lakes that we talked about, as well as large lots. You're not going to find lots that are as large as what we're finding here.
So they call this the town among the lakes, and it's an obvious reason. The Butler chain of lakes features 13 different lakes that are connected by canals. And what you'll find is this is really a boater's paradise, and the reason people really came to this area was because of the lakes. So if you are in Windermere and you get a chance, make sure that you go out and see the beautiful lakes, and we're going to take a look at some of the beautiful homes on Lake Butler and throughout the Butler chain of lakes.
And I'm sitting here with my beloved Chelsea. She is my goddaughter, and her mother is my best friend, and she was also our maid of honor in our wedding. So talk to me a little bit about Windermere schools.
We moved here when I went into second grade. I ended up going to Windermere Elementary, and then after that, Gotham Middle School, and then Olympia High School. So spent my schooling here in the Windermere area, and they have some absolutely fantastic schools. It is a great place to come if you're looking for some awesome schools.
And I would imagine when Disney was building the Magic Kingdom and they had all these executives that were flying in from every place in the world to create it, schools were obviously very important for their families. And so the Disney execs drove right outside of the Magic Kingdom and found this gorgeous land. Mm-hmm. And that's one of the reasons I think you have so many amazing schools. And so Windermere, Florida really is the place to be able to bring your families in.
One of my fondest memories of being out here is getting to be out here every weekend on a boat, hanging out with family. That's definitely one of the major perks of being out here, is getting to be among this beautiful scenery. Across the way here is actually a place called Bird Island. It is a protected sanctuary area here in Windermere, but it is also the hangout spot for so many families on the weekends, especially during the summer. Everybody lines their boats up around the front of the island, and everybody just hangs out and has a great time. If you get the chance to come out and check it out and spend a day on the lake, I highly recommend that you do.
So to sum up Windermere, Florida, it's really about going to a whole different level. You can be out on this gorgeous lake, 13 lakes that are connected. You can enjoy wonderful art studio. You can go to the wine market. You will be able to explore Florida's best.
Hi, I'm Taylor Owens, and Kim Hawk calls me Belle as I'm a part of her Realtor Dream Team. Did you know that per U-Haul, more people are moving to the Kissimmee, Florida area than any other town in the United States? Let's check it out.
There's so much going on here. There's so much land that we can build on. It's a great place to move. Osceola County, it is huge. It's 2,010 square miles. Now, to give you an idea how big that is, because as you're walking through Osceola County, Walt Disney World is 43 square miles, and that is the same size as San Francisco. So if you're looking at 2,010 square miles, you're looking at pretty much the size of a state. So welcome to Kissimmee. So I'm happy to report we're right in the area that we can talk about Hamilton Diston and what a huge difference he made. His family owned the Diston Saw Company in Philadelphia. So what he did was he bought 4 million acres. 4 million acres. He paid $1 million back then, and it was January of 1881 that he started to drain the area and deepen the Kissimmee River so that products could be shipped into the Gulf of Mexico and points beyond. So many steamship captains navigated the chain of lakes leading from Kissimmee to the Gulf with cargoes of cypress lumber and sugarcane. So thank you to Hamilton for purchasing this land and creating an environment so that all of us can enjoy the beauty of Florida. So the Osceola County Arts is strongly encouraging beautiful murals like we see here.
another stop here out in Kissimmee is out at Osceola Heritage Park, and we are out in front of the Silver Spurs Rodeo. There are tons of events that happen out here in this complex. Out here at Silver Spurs, they do anything from concerts to the rodeo to the fair, which you can see behind us, and Mecum Auto Auction was actually just here as well. A little over this way, there is a huge baseball complex where a lot of Major League Baseball teams have come for spring training, and there's also Orlando City Soccer has a training facility out here as well. This is a great place to come for some family events, along with a whole other array of events.
So now we're driving into a new construction area in Kissimmee. When you have the opportunity, please look at the possibility of buying a property in Kissimmee so that even if you don't want to use it for a couple of years, you can talk to my sales team and we'll help you get it rented out. And then you will have your place in the sun for when you're ready to move to Central Florida. Kissimmee is a true gem, and this may be the opportunity, the once-in-a-life opportunity now. So what a fun day that we've had in Kissimmee, and believe me, what a variety. It's been known for the longest time as being agriculture or tourism, but we're standing here today in Neo City. Have you heard about it? It is the first city in the United States they're talking about that will be the first smart city that has started from ground up. And what do we have right behind us? One of the first priorities was to get our youth involved, and it's called Neo City Academy. So for those young people that want to be going to high school and learning more high tech, there's 550 students that are already here on this property. And what they're talking about is this smart city is going to have restaurants and entertainment, people that will be able to live in this area. So for those of you that are interested in technology in particular, please make sure you reach out to my real estate team because we're in the know in regard to what's going on at Neo City. So as we end our day in Kissimmee and we're in one of the beautiful murals, we just wanted to remind everybody, please make sure you subscribe, like, hit the button, do what you gotta do, but please make sure you stay in touch with Near Disney because we have content that's coming to you on a weekly basis. We're happy to do it. Please keep in touch. And if you ever have a need for a realtor, please be sure that you give us a call at 407-808-9845. And the Fairy Godmother of Real Estate will make sure that she connects you with somebody that's going to help you make your dreams come true. Oh my gosh, team, can you believe everything that is available to all the buyers that are out there in regard to Orlando?
There's so much.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's such a misnomer that people, you know, for so many years I used to say, okay, everybody thinks Walt Disney World is right in Orlando. But we all know that it's really not in Orlando. And so Orlando kind of is like the mothership, I say, where it encompasses all these areas. And so what I'm super proud of is that my dream team, my realtor dream team, they know their stuff. And so if anybody's looking to buy property in Central Florida, you want to make sure that you've got people that are the foot soldiers that are out there knowing what's available, what are the best properties, what to stay away from. They can talk to you about the taxes. They can tell you about homestead. It's one of your biggest investments that you're going to do in your life, and it's a great opportunity to work with any of my dream teams. So now we want to, hey, where are your numbers, your telephone numbers and stuff? It's going to pop up, I guess, when you guys, well, I just saw that. I want to make sure everybody gets to see your numbers and stuff. So we've got the fairy goddaughter right over here, Chelsea.
Hi, guys.
And we have Cinderelli on my other side.
Hey, everyone.
And I think somebody's, yeah, you just had a birthday celebrated last week, right? Wasn't there a birthday last week? Your husband?
Yeah, it was my husband's last week. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just, how did it go?
It was good. It was great. He had a nice day and it was a good time with family. So happy birthday late to Ryan.
Yeah. Well, he's got to be happy he's married to Cinderelli. So I don't, yeah, right. And then we have the Prince of Real Estate, Elijah.
Great to be on as always.
And we have our Belle. We have Taylor. She is with us.
Right.
Hello.
Oh, I'm going to get this signing thing down. But
Okay.
anyway. So, guys, what I'd like to do, let's talk about the market a little bit. Okay. So it's September 2nd. Interest rates still, in my opinion, are fairly low. I remember back in the day when interest rates could be 18%, 15%, and people were still buying and selling property. You know, people, their families grow, or kids go to college. And so people are looking to right size. And so the market is still moving very well. I'm just curious to kind of know, I know I've asked all of you, and I know you know every area within that 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle, but I've asked for my dream team to kind of focus in on one of the towns that we are saying is some of the 4 best in the Orlando area, and tell us their favorite, one of their favorite properties that's actively for sale right now. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to quiz you guys because I know you're on top of it at all times, but if you can kind of give me an idea on how many actives might be in that area, maybe how much is selling, how much is pending. I don't want to put you on the spot, but I know you know. So why don't we start start with Chelsea?
Yeah. So I actually chose Windermere, which is the town that I grew up in, as you guys have heard. I chose a cute little property, sticking with my theme of older homes. It was built in 1924, but it is a cute little property that is right in the heart of downtown Windermere, actually. It's 635 Butler Street. It is listed for $995,000, which I feel like is a pretty great price point for that area right now. Almost everything is up over $1 million. But it is a 3-3. It's 2,420 square feet. And it's on 0.38 of an acre, which is awesome. It's got this beautiful, beautiful yard. But this home has been updated beyond belief. Again, this is another one of those dream homes. It's gorgeous inside. It's brand new modern fixtures, all stainless steel, solid wood cabinets in the kitchen, granite countertops, brand new flooring. And one of my favorite things, as I have to say, is the natural light. They have tons of windows all around the house that bring in this beautiful natural light that flows through the house. It is a split floor plan, which is awesome. The master suite is on the opposite side of the home from the other 2 bedrooms, which I feel like is fantastic. And in the ensuite, in the primary bedroom, there's actually a clawfoot tub, which is, I love little details like that. It is right across from the private boat ramp that we actually went to film our Windermere video. Right. So it is private to the neighborhood. It's normally locked, and as a resident, you would get a key to it. So it's just an awesome little spot. It's corner lot. So if you get a chance to get a look at it, it's definitely worth taking a peek at.
I think it's a great one. And like you said, anything under $1 million over there. And to be honest with you, I don't know about you guys, but what I'm finding is if it's under $1 million, it's moving faster in Central Florida, right? Anything that's over $1 million, there's been a little bit of a hesitation, but not a lot of hesitation. Because we're seeing things still flying off the shelf, 1.8 million, 1.9 million. I do see people take a second breath when it's over 2 million to really think about it. But we're not seeing any hesitation on price point. So when you say under $1 million in Windermere, that is a great find.
Yeah, I feel like you can't beat that price point in the area. If you look at comps in the area right now, like I said, everything is definitely way up over $1 million, especially to find a piece of property that has a little bit of a yard to it.
Yeah. So I'm going to quiz you because I know you guys know, but anyway. So if I'm going into Windermere, which is the city of lakes, right? And I'm loving it because I have, all these lakes surrounding me, but how many active homes are on the market?
There are actually 158 actives right now. And in the past 30 days, there's been 71 sold and 73 pending.
Ah, okay. So that tells me, so if anybody's out there looking in Windermere, that it pretty much still is a seller's market, because it's pretty even. Because what we're trying to see, is there a whole bunch of inventory that's being dumped into the market? No, I would say 158 properties is not a ton, especially when you're looking, that's every price range, right? Right.
Yes.
Every price range.
It is every price range.
And then if you add 73 and 71, you've got like 144. And so that to me is saying sellers are still driving it, right?
Very much so. Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Great report. All right, now we're going to talk to the prince of real estate, Elijah. So Elijah, I've asked you to kind of tell me, what is your favorite property in Celebration, Florida right now?
Yeah, it's definitely one of my Fab Four communities. Celebration. It's the one that I live in. It's been a good time to be looking for a condo, because a beautiful one just came up on the market, actually, at 1001 Via Sante Lane, unit 205 here in Celebration. It is tucked away in the Sienna corner of Celebration. Beautiful buildings that look like kind of Mediterranean villas with your nice red tile roofs. You walk in and immediately you see there's luxury vinyl flooring that has come through. There's the paint is popping. It's beautiful. There's no area that was stone left unturned, because you guys go in and you know exactly the modern contemporary colors. As you walk into the kitchen, you see the granite countertops, stainless steel appliances, beautiful white cabinets, and the beautiful subway tile backsplash. The stairs have a wrought iron feel to them, so which kind of opens up because it was renovated from just kind of a solid drywall stair. And bedrooms opened up. One thing that's just, and then both the bathrooms, because a lot of people, they say, well, the primary is where we want to put the money in, but it's just always beautiful to see when the primary bathroom and the guest bathroom, both full bathrooms, are beautifully renovated. And
being in a community too in Celebration, in Florida, that some condo fees can be outrageous, monthly fees, and you don't get a lot of amenity with it. This one doesn't. This one's got a low condo fee, and it's super close to the clubhouse with the pool. And I mean, it's just so well done. So Belle, we want to encourage you to do these, at least do one a week.
Yeah, your family needs to get all over Celebration.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can make one a week happen, but maybe with you guys helping us find some awesome properties, because our fairy godmother and our prince had a lot to do with finding the perfect property with all of the right qualities to help us reimagine this. And we had a lot of fun really thinking about, if we lived here, what are all the things that we want? Because I think so often you go in and you see a house for 15, 30 minutes and you put in an offer, and then you realize when you get in there, like, I have no storage. And especially if you have kids or you work from home, there's just those little things that can really be overlooked. And so we want to make sure that once all your furniture's in there and once you've really settled in, that you can breathe easy and know, your trash is going to be tucked away. Everything's going to fit in the closet, and you're going to have plenty of space to really enjoy living in Celebration and all of the amenities that Celebration offers.
Yeah. So great pick, Elijah. That is a wonderful pick. Yeah. So I guess now, Belle, we're going to ask you. Oh, wait, before we do that. So Elijah, we were talking about number of actives and pendings and sold. So talk to me a little bit. Do you feel like it's a buyer's market or a seller's market now? And
well, we're still dealing with pretty relatively low inventory. And so, I mean, it's kind of still hovering around the sellers. But just looking at the split of the market, there's 66 active at the moment. 20 sold in the last month, and then we've got in the last month as well 26 that are pending and hopefully going to go through and meet their closing dates and sell. So that's kind of getting close to like an even split between like the actives and the pending solds. But we're just
what I find too is that so 46 to 66, but it's only 66. I remember back in the day when the market was just normal, because this is not normal market, right? 400, you would have 400 actives. So to be
low inventory market makes a difference in sales price, as far as the seller's favor.
Yeah, yeah. And then what we find too is there might be a hole. It'll be like, okay, we've got a bunch of buyers and they're looking for a certain price point and there's nothing right now in that price point. And so as soon as that comes up, then we've got 10 people fighting for that price
Right.
point.
If there's nothing in like the 600,000 sweet spot all of a sudden, and then there's one, that's a factor for sure.
Yeah, I know Cinderelli's had somebody that's been looking for up to about $1 million. Excuse me. And you want to talk a little bit about that, Cinderelli? I mean, it's been months where we've been knocking on doors and stuff like that. So what's going to happen, I think,
Yeah.
is that there's nothing, and then all of a sudden there'll be 5 of them, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've just had people who they have a certain amount of money that they want to spend, the kind of house that they have in their mind, like envisioning. And I mean, they come on and it's really competitive, and, you just kind of have to be a little bit patient and, hope that you can kind of outbid somebody. But yeah, it's definitely a competitive market for that price point.
Yeah. And the key to that whole message is that please make sure you get a hold of my dream team, because they're the ones that really, they know when something's coming up, or they know we've been talking to people and they've been telling us it might be coming up in a month, it might be coming up in 2 weeks or whatever. And so you just want to get on the radar so we can help you guys, right? All right, Belle, I'm so excited. So of all the inventory, of all the territories, we gave Belle Kissimmee, and Kissimmee is huge, right?
Huge. There is so much room in Kissimmee, and I think that's because Kissimmee just offers so much. And I think when a lot of people think of Orlando and think of Central Florida, they're actually thinking of Kissimmee, because that's where all the entertainment is. That's where you're going to see some of your theme parks. You're going to see world-class golf. There's just so much here, and that leads to a lot of people wanting to be here and a lot of people who want homes. And the home that kind of caught my eye this time was at 2310 Gun Road in Kissimmee, and it is listed at 1.21, and it is just a beautiful, sprawling country estate. It's almost 3 acres. It's 2 stories with 6 bedrooms, 5 and 2 half baths. It sits at more than 6,200 square feet, so you're going to have a lot of room to play. Inside as well as out. And you've got a 3-car garage with an air-conditioned like fitness area, which is a cool little feature. You've got a saltwater pool that again looks over that 3 acres of the green grassy land. And it's a really fantastic property if you love animals and you are looking for a magnificent home for you and a magnificent home for your animals, because you have a 1,800 square foot 6 stable barn there with a tack room, and also a fenced in chicken area. So whether you have furry or feathered friends, there's a spot for everybody. And the house is also very well appointed, which I feel like can get overlooked in some properties that are focused more on like the outdoor areas. But really everything in this home is magnificent. You enter to a grand staircase with tall ceilings, custom finishes. All the little details are taken care of, whether it's the pot filler or the commercial grade fridge and freezer, jetted tub, large balcony. It really, truly like captures all of the little things you're looking for. And it still is only 30 minutes to Disney, so you and your family and friends will have a great escape to get away while still being close to things. And they've kind of got their choice of the room, because there's one that opens up right into the beautiful pool. One of the bedrooms does. Or if you're looking for maybe a longer term stay, or you have someone living with you, there is a private 1-bedroom apartment that's over a detached garage. So that allows for some great privacy. Aside from the bedrooms, you got an office, an oversized family room, a movie room with 7.2 surround sound. So you can have some movie nights on the ranch. And this house is not only well appointed, but it's also been very well taken care of. You're going to see a lot of new updates, like a roof in 2018. The septic has been pumped just this year. New AC, water filtration, softener system, everything has been taken care of. And I know that some things, if you're coming from a house that has been on public utilities like this, having a well and having a septic and some more things to maintain can be a little bit scary. But all of us are here with the knowledge to help guide you through those systems and those processes, and make sure that you're taken care of during your contract time, to make sure that you and your family are safe and ready for everything that comes with that. And it's just in a really great area here in Kissimmee.
I love that. Well, I've been talking to my team about
I think I'm one of the last people to watch the Yellowstone series, with Kevin Costner and stuff. And one of the things that I loved about that show, I think it's on the Peacock Network if people haven't seen it yet, but just the love of the land, the love of the land. And when you get into Kissimmee and when you get into St. Cloud, at 3 acres, over 3 acres of what you were saying, Belle, it's treasure, it's treasure. And if you want a horse, I mean, it's available, right? It's available. And I just and we'll need to probably do some videos like on Claremont too, maybe. And
yeah,
wouldn't that be good?
Mm-hmm.
I do feel like, especially with the Yellowstone stuff, I just even more appreciation of that extra land that people have. But tell us now, okay, so Celebration, I think Elijah said, had 66 actives. The town that Disney built, small town.
You're right.
Now, Belle, tell me how many actives are in Kissimmee right now?
We've got over 1,200 actives right now, and that's a very sprawling area. So there's a lot, whether you're looking for like an entry-level home or a sprawling country estate like the one I talked about, there's really something for everybody, and you can find little communities within that broad range of Kissimmee. So it's a really great area to be in. We can find something for you no matter what you're looking for.
I love that, yes. And we know for a fact that Kissimmee is the #1 city that people are moving to per U-Haul, that they would know because they send all the trucks in the entire United States. So if you're looking Kissimmee, definitely call my dream team. Call my dream team, because I'm amazed too. I mean, I was driving to Give Kids the World, which is one of our favorite charities that our group works with. I was going to a meeting the other day and just driving down a dirt road somewhere, and all of a sudden it was like 3 or 4 new subdivisions had popped up, back in that area. So those of you that like to do new construction or whatever, just let us know, because we're going to be able to tell you there's lots and lots and lots available. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. All right. Last but not least, we have Cinderelli. So Cinderelli, I asked you to talk Winter Garden Horizon West, and I'm pretty sure you found something fabulous.
Yeah, I just love Winter Garden, so definitely it's on the list of the the best towns near Disney. The property I found is located at 16201 Great Blue Heron Court in Winter Garden. It was built in 2014. It's in the Hickory Hammock neighborhood, located on Johns Lake. This is a beautiful 5-bed, 4.5-bath home on a cul-de-sac that has almost 5,000 square feet of living. It's a beautiful home for entertaining, with views of the lake from the first floor and also the primary suite upstairs. It has an open floor plan with a spectacular family room and gourmet kitchen with stainless appliances and granite countertops, all the bells and whistles that you want in your main floor living. The first floor also has a guest suite, which is really convenient. I mean, you can have somebody, if you have an in-law that needs to live with you on the main floor, or, a guest coming, it's completely on its own area, with its own bathroom. So it's really private and nice like that. And it also has a large home office on the first floor. Upstairs on the second floor is the primary, with a balcony, like I said, overlooking the lake, and then 3 additional bedrooms that all have walk-in closets. So just a really nice space in there. And then outside you'll find an amazing 3-tiered pool and spa with direct access to Johns Lake with a shared dock. So it just has all the amenities that you want. And being in Winter Garden, with Winter Garden's great downtown with all the shopping and their farmers market and restaurants, it's just a great place to be. So definitely it is one of the best towns near Disney.
Yeah, I love it. And remind me, there's a restaurant that you really like in Winter. Which one was it that you were hot on?
Oh, I think we've all been talking about it. It's like the newest one, the Hangry Bison.
Hangry Bison.
Yeah.
I gotta go. I'm the only one who hasn't.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten a chance to go yet, and
We should go.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
Yeah, dinner meeting.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Right.
I love that. I love that.
Yep.
So now when we talk Winter Garden, we also, a lot of times it's Horizon West and all this new construction and stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of new construction.
Yeah.
How many actives would you say are out in that area?
So right now in Winter Garden, there are 362 active listings. And in the last 30 days, they've had 161 sell and 168 pending. So, I mean, things are moving, definitely.
Wow. So maybe out of all of them right now, that pretty much shows they really need more actives in particular, right? Because that's definitely showing me that there's a lot of buyers.
Yeah, I mean, I think Winter Garden's a really popular place for people to live because just the proximity to, the major roads, and it's kind of not, you get a lot of land. There's opportunity to have lots of land, and there's new construction, which a lot of people are interested in.
Yeah. And I like the topography. I remember way back when you would drive 429 and there was nothing back there, right? But you could see how beautiful that land was. And I thought 20 years ago, boy, if they start building back here, people are going to really have some nice properties. And that's what's happening. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Yvonne. We have a friend that lives out there on a lake and she absolutely loves it. She was one of the first people to buy out that way. And she's very, very happy about that. So talk about a wealth of information. Look at this team. Talk fabulous. And we wanted to announce we are going to be starting something where we're hoping it's going to be helpful. If you would like, I'm going to post, we do have an 800 number as well. So I wanted to have an 800 number in case anybody had any questions about this in particular. So we're going to start offering webinars on buying houses, just to remind people, here's some steps in buying a house. Maybe some of you are first-time home buyers. Maybe some of you are people that have bought a home 5 years ago and you're like, I can't really remember the steps. We do this all the time. So it's like the back of hand for us, right? But on team, is it September 6th? September 6th. Tuesday, September the 6th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you can text me, call me, or whatever this number, if anybody's interested in being on that webinar, I'll be able to instruct you on how to register for it. It's absolutely free. There's no obligation to buy or sell or anything like that, but we just have a heart where we want to serve before we sell. And we just feel like some people are, it's one of your biggest investments you're ever going to make in your life. And so we just want to provide that. We're probably going to be doing it about once every 2 weeks, and we'll announce it on our live show. And we're going to have our dream team, and we're also going to have Disney Credit Union, the vice president, the lender there on the line. So if you want to ask her any specific questions, you can, right? All right. Well, we got a lot covered. I'm just very proud. Oh my gosh, you guys, you can't work with anybody better. These guys right here. So please, you see their telephone numbers. If you have any questions, make sure you get a hold of them. And we are following up with requests. I get text and emails every once in a while about, we'd like to know more about this, that, and the other. And that's what's driving the videos that we're doing, that we're putting out for everybody. So feel free, get a hold of us. We want to serve, and we just want to tell everybody that we're very grateful to be in this business, and we appreciate our clients because they become our friends too, right?
Oh yeah, all the time.
All the time. All right. Anything else?
We're good.
Got it.
All right. Okay. Have a blessed week.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Hey, I'm back. So I just can't thank my team enough. Like I said, it's been a year. It's been a great year. And as a special thank you, like we had mentioned, I actually wanted to post, let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Oh, goodness. I hope it's still there. But anyway, if you go to let me see. Here we go. I think it's neardisneywebinars.com. that is where you're going to be able to register. You're going to be able to register. Yes. You're going to be able to register for these buyers seminars. And so it's completely free. There is no obligation whatsoever. You maybe you might even have some young people that are in your household and you're just trying to train them in high school in regard to here are the steps that you take in order to buy a house. And maybe they can start prepping and you can have some family dinners around, how to start prepping your credit, how to start looking for areas that you want to move to. We are going to encourage you, hopefully, to go to the Near Disney YouTube channel and watch the videos, because I really do feel like the towns within the 25-mile radius around Cinderella's castle have their own type of personalities, and they have different things that are being offered. Another thing I wanted to do too, somebody had a question. As I promised, I would get to your questions. And I failed to say what the price of the condo was that was in Celebration. We were so excited about it. Belle on our team, she and her family, they will go and buy a property, and then she goes and reimagines it with her family. And they do incredible work. And then they put the property on the market. And as soon as they put the property on the market, it goes under contract. And so that one was 1,622 square feet in Celebration. It had an attached garage, and it was $479,900. And don't you know, between the time that we filmed promoting what our favorite properties were, and now it has gone under contract. But the good news is this: if any of you want to be on a wait list for any of Belle's upcoming properties that she's going to be doing, please make sure that you give us a call. And we have an 800 telephone number, and we can put you on a list so that you'd be one of the first people to know about that. But I thought that was pretty spectacular. Unbelievable, great work. That was 3 bedrooms all on one floor, reimagined space. They even think about the place where maybe if your dog needs a place so that he can or she can have some coolness, and place where they can eat. And it's just so well done. So well done. So anyway, that is that. And then I'm looking for more questions, because I promised to answer all your questions before we head out. Oh, yes. Okay. So somebody was asking me a couple weeks ago, we were doing a promotion where people were winning gifts, and they were asking me where I got the cool gift that was a giveaway. Well, I happen to have one of those here because I'm going to an event tomorrow. And so I just brought it out. But these are Loungefly, really cool backpacks. This one obviously looks like, Ariel, and so Little Mermaid, and it actually even lights up here. It's cool spots. You can put a wallet or something in the front, diapers for the baby, what you have. Maybe you might even need a rain slicker to put inside, but it's just the right size. And I'm so glad somebody asked about that, because you can buy these in downtown Celebration at this wonderful store called Market Street Gallery. Market Street Gallery. And why I'm even more excited about somebody asking that question is because I wanted to bring up Roberta today, the owner, Roberta Arujo. She's amazing. And the story I wanted to share was yesterday, there were a whole bunch of birthdays. I know it's like Billy Neal's birthday. It's my best friend's birthday, Luann Brooks, who, by the way, she got me this really cool cup. It was her birthday, and she brings me gifts. That's the way she is. I got her gifts too, but this one says, God made us best friends because he knew our moms couldn't handle us as sisters. Love that. But I had gone into Market Street Gallery to get some gifts for Luann and gathering all this good stuff. And not once did Roberta say to me that it was her birthday yesterday too. Roberta, we of all people and my dream team want to wish you a happy birthday. So from the fairy godmother and the dream team, we want to give you a bibbidi bobbidi boo happy birthday wish. We're just going to pray for God's favor over you and your business this upcoming year. You absolutely deserve it. You bring a lot of joy to a lot of people. And speaking of birthdays too, I've noticed that a lot of my dream team members, family members, are having birthdays, because Luann is actually the mother of Chelsea. And as you might have remembered, I think we said that Ryan, the husband of Cinderelli's birthday was last week. Well, today, the Prince of Real Estate, his mother, Michelle Lewis, it's her birthday today. So lots and lots of good birthdays. So happy birthday to Michelle. And let me see any other questions that we have. Okay, I'm just looking. I think, yes, somebody was asking about where you buy those gifts. People are asking, how do they get involved? It's this Tuesday, September 6th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can call me at this number so I can remind you, but otherwise it's just neardisneywebinars.com. You can register up until 10 a.m. on Tuesday. But we're going to go live that night. We're going to have the Senior Vice President of Disney Credit Union with us as well to help answer questions. Like I said, there's no commitment whatsoever, other than we're just trying to say thank you. We have had a wonderful year. It's marking our 1 year with YouTube. It's been a great ride, and we look forward to bringing you a lot more good content. Once again, I think I'm looking through the questions. I don't really see any questions. I see a lot of people saying, nice job on the top 4. So once again, we looked at Winter Garden. We looked at Windermere, Celebration, and Kissimmee. And I can assure you in several weeks from now, we'll go to the next 4 that are the most popular, and we've got some great video on that. So on behalf of Dee, Daniela, Rod, and myself, the Dream Team, we wish you a beautiful week, and we hopefully will be able to see you on Tuesday night. If not, please subscribe and like. We're here every Friday at 1:30. And yeah, it's an exciting time to be in the real estate business, but also to be providing you content with lifestyle near Cinderella's Castle in Central Florida. Thanks so much. Bye, guys.